Hey guys, it's your girl Melissa, and today we're going to be diving into a very interesting topic, which is all about scams. Popular travel scams and how to spot them quickly. I'll also share a funny story that happened to me, to us, when we were in Asia, more specifically in Vietnam, but this could happen anywhere in the world. Before jumping into the video, I do want to give you 3 rules that I follow when I travel, which helps me a lot to avoid these little predicaments. The first one being carry cash smartly. Now by that I mean don't get like the big bills and then keep them in your wallet. That's not at all what you want to do. Basically, big bills are a big neon sign for scammers. Yeah, just keep that in mind. So second rule that I go by, kind of, because I'm really bad at it, is to download your Google Maps. It is very helpful. I do have a story that exactly shows you why you should download the Google Maps from where you are. And the third one being trust your gut. You know, you hear that so often that you're like, yeah, it's kind of obvious. I cannot stress this enough. Really trust your gut instinct. Alright, so let's jump into the story first. I believe that we were going from Hanoi to Saigon by night bus, and we had like a very long ride. We were tired, we barely slept in the bus. We got off, and immediately this cab driver comes up to us and he insists on us taking a ride with him. This is maybe not smart to do, but my boyfriend and I, we are very last minute people. We didn't book any sort of accommodation before getting there, so we were planning on going to a McDonald's, getting the Wi-Fi there, figuring out where we were gonna stay, and then go from there. We were explaining to him we don't have a hotel, it's gonna be the nearest McDonald's. And then we get in the car, we start heading off. So he stops, he shows us the location of the nearest McDonald's, and it was like 1 kilometer away. At that point, he seemed upset. So yeah, and something that kind of, you know, made us understand that he was upset is that he drove through a garbage bin and everything just like went all over the place. He wasn't even fazed by it. Like, he just continued driving like nothing happened. The taxi was metered, and at one point I look at the meter and I see that it's going very, very high, and I'm like, weren't we just going to the McDonald's? So at that point, I look at my phone, I go on Google Maps, I start tracking our little, route. It took me like 2 seconds to figure out that we were going in circles and he was just taking whatever little streets that he could find, and that we were moving opposite sides of where we're supposed to go. I tell the cab driver, hey, you need to stop this car, and I show him, I'm like, I'm watching you right now, like I know that you're scamming us. So we take our luggage and everything, and he has the audacity to get out of his car and ask me if I can pay. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not gonna pay. He dropped us off legit further away from where we were supposed to go. So he got mad. He was following us with his car, and I just had the bright idea to just start taking pictures of his cab, and then he drove away. So things that I would have done differently, honestly, download the Google app. If I was more on top of my game, I would have noticed even earlier that he was going in circles. Alright, so other sneaky scams that I've seen throughout my travels. So I give them all cute names just for the sake of the video. So the currency switcheroo, you're not used to the currency. Sometimes you're gonna pay with, like, for example, a big bill. Then they give you money and they switch up sometimes the bills that look relatively the same with lower valued ones, and then you get the wrong change. It is very much confusing when you're seeing these high numbers on bills and stuff. Like, for me, it was super confusing. My trick, so if you go on your calculator app, you actually have a option by clicking this right here. You have an option to convert. Then you can decide what currency you want to convert to. It's really convenient since you don't need a special app or to add something else on your phone. The distraction pickpocket. So this is like a classic one though. There's commotion, there's an accident or something, everybody's focus is on that, and then somebody bumps into you, grabs your wallet. Very easy. What I do, I actually bought a fanny pack. So I don't know, we call it banana bag, I think, in Canada, I'm not sure. So I basically store everything important in there, and then I turn the bag to the front. It's way harder for pickpocketers to steal. So the too good to be true ticket deal. And this one is tempting but dangerous. So imagine encountering someone that's selling you tickets for a ferry or something that's really inexpensive. So it's either that they're fake or they're double booking the entire boat. or whatever you're trying to get. If it seems too good to be true, that might be the case. For that, I would recommend to book it from like actual vendors online, anything that could be a little bit more legit. Oh, and the taxi miscommunication scam. I actually met someone that this happened to. So imagine basically getting into a taxi and agreeing to a fixed price, and then once you get into the place, they change the price, they say that it's higher, and then they blame it on the language barrier. Basically, that happens quite often when you insist that that's not what he agreed upon. They start yelling, driving attention to themselves, and then people around you think that you're the bad person, that you're the one scamming this poor guy, when the reality is complete opposite. He's actually scamming you. Yeah, that's how they get you. And you know, the price can be as crazy as like triple or quadruple the amount of what you guys agreed on. Be careful with that. I would honestly recommend going through those apps that I mentioned before: Gojek, Grab, Uber, Didi. And little pro tip, if ever you do get like a taxi, you can show them how much they're charging you on the app and then ask them if they can just match it. If they say yes, I mean, score. So those are a few popular travel scams that I know of and that I could remember from the top of my head for today, and some tips and tricks on how to avoid them. So hopefully this helps you, but always remember to trust your instinct and keep yourself safe. And let me know in the comments down below if you've ever encountered a scammer. And remember, travel smart and always have fun. Bye guys.